Once again, good morning, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the signing ceremony will be preceded by 3 speeches. I now give the floor to Her Excellency Dalia Grybauskaitė, the President of Lithuania.
In a moment, we all will become witness of the fact that the Eastern Partnership is working and delivering. Association agreements we are going to initial with Moldova and Georgia. Visa facilitation agreement with Azerbaijan. Framework participation agreement with Georgia also. All are tangible results of our hard efforts over the last few years. Initialing is only one first step. We will still need signing and ratification in order to enjoy full benefits of closer political association and, of course, deep economic integration. And this is useful, firstly, not for the leaders of Eastern partners, but for the nations and people of our Eastern partners. We will still need every effort for today's commitments to become irreversible reality and better life for our Eastern partners. We will need courage and wisdom to move forward. We will need unity and trust to withstand upcoming challenges. But with strong political will, mutual support which Europe will provide, and determination, we can do that. In Europe, we can create a common era of shared democracy, prosperity, shared stability, free movement, and increased interaction. So my sincere congratulations for everyone in any institution in any country who contributed to the progress we achieved today. And once more, congratulations to our 3 partners who have been achieved today so much. Thank you.
I now give the floor to His Excellency, Mr. Herman van Rompuy, President of the European Council.
But today is a really an important moment in the European Union's relations with Georgia and Moldova. Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister, your efforts, your determination, your courage and political will have brought us here today to initial the most far-reaching agreements ever negotiated by the European Union with partner countries. Congratulations are due to the authorities in Georgia and the Republic of Moldova, and to the civil society contributors who have supported all these efforts. This negotiating process has once again confirmed Georgia and Moldova's historic ties with the countries of the European Union. We share culture, we share values. I trust that together we will continue to promote democracy and respect for human rights and the rule of law. From the outset, the European Union's countries and institutions have respected the sovereign choice of our partners and not exerted undue pressure. I'm glad that the societies of Georgia and Moldova have responded positively to the European Union's continued commitment to engagement and to our invitation to develop deeper political and economic relations. I have no doubt that this will bring many benefits to all sides, and I'm pleased to see that we are well on our way. The next step in this ambitious process will be a challenge, but making them happen in time and will enable us to sign these agreements, and signing these agreements as soon as possible next year. And then begin the provisional applications and then full implementation. Still, I believe that the agreements just initialed have already left a lasting mark on our relationship. So many reforms are already underway. With these agreements, the European Union, Georgia and Moldova and their citizens will come closer together in areas as diverse as foreign and security policy, energy, transport or education. It will enlarge the area of stability and prosperity on the continent, allowing us to make the best use of our combined potential. It will further strengthen the common values on which our relationship is based. And hopefully, it will also contribute to overcoming existing conflicts in your countries. I also want to recall the European Union's unwavering commitment to Moldova's and Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity through the different negotiations in which we participate and through our support missions, the monitoring mission and the border assistance mission. The European Union demonstrates its concrete commitment to these principles. At the same time, we expect Moldova and Georgia to fully play their part. I am convinced that your decision will give your countries more solid foundations for the future generations. That is what your citizens deserve and will greatly benefit from. This was the dream and the hope of so many decades and centuries ago. We owe it to them to continue our efforts. Thank you.
I now give the floor to His Excellency, Mr. José Manuel Barroso, President of the European Commission.
The agreements initialed today are the most advanced of their type ever negotiated by the European Union. In terms of trade and economic integration, they go far beyond simple market opening. They grant greater access to the world's largest single market and will bring benefits in terms of increased trade, investment, and job creation. When provisionally applied, the vast majority of customs duties on goods will be removed. Together, we'll be able to eliminate close to 100% of all duties in trade value, immediately as far as the European Union is concerned, and more gradually in the case of your countries. Of course, it is not just about trade. There will be more sectoral cooperation. We look forward to your increased participation in European Union programs and agencies, and to working with you more in sectors such as civil protection, energy, environment, education, research, and so on. At this point, by way of example, let me highlight two particular sectors. Earlier today, Georgia signed a framework participation agreement on CSDP cooperation. This makes possible your participation in European Union security-related operations. And in the case of Moldova, and in recognition of the efforts made, the European Commission this Wednesday tabled a proposal to make possible the liberalization of our visa regime. When approved, our citizens will increasingly move and work together. As President of the European Commission, I may also say that the institution I lead will work with you to lock in these advances. Today, we initial the association agreements. I am determined, however, that both agreements will be signed as soon as possible during 2014. Today's celebrations are in order, but let us not forget that in the coming months and years, the demanding task of provisional application and then full implementation of these comprehensive agreements is waiting for us. Finally, be assured that the European Union will stand with you. This is a joint endeavour. The European Commission can say on behalf of the European Union in that matter that yes, it is true that sometimes to come to these agreements is difficult, that it takes time, but we can say also that we always respect our agreements. You may trust us. We have an interest in your success. We too will profit from your advancement, your stability, your security. And I'm convinced that our joint efforts will be rewarded with greater security, accelerating economic development, improved living conditions, and increased prosperity for all of us. We are looking forward to traveling this road with you. I thank you for your attention.
will continue the ceremony with the signing of the agreement between the European Union and Georgia, establishing a framework for participation of Georgia in the European Union crisis management operations. The agreement will be signed by Her Excellency Baroness Catherine Ashton, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, and by Her Excellency Mrs. Maya Panjikidze, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia. Now we will continue the ceremony with the initialing of the association agreement between the European Union and the European Atomic Energy Community and their member states of the one part and Georgia of the other part. We kindly invite Mr. Karel de Gucht, member of the European Commission for Trade, and Mr. Georgi Kvirikashvili, Vice Prime Minister of Georgia, to join Her Excellency Baroness Catherine Ashton, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, and Her Excellency Mrs. Maya Panjikidze, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, to initiate the agreement. I now give the floor to His Excellency Mr. Georgi Margvelashvili, the President of Georgia.
I would like to congratulate Georgia and the EU on the occasion of signing an agreement which sets the framework for Georgia's participation in EU-led crisis management operations. The EU has increasingly presented itself as a credible player in crisis management worldwide. In Georgia, the European Union monitoring mission remains the essential guarantor of Georgia's security and stability. Along with being beneficiary, we are demonstrating the commitment to be a contributor together with you to the process of building peace and security in the world. Georgia has extensive experience in serving the international peacekeeping mission since 1995. We expect that Georgia's participation in EU's CSDP mission and operations will bring added value to common endeavors aimed to ensure peace and stability in the world. Thank you.